Hi everyone. Right, I've got some things to show you that I've been making, but I've also got the news as well from the hospital this morning. They do have to go in and do some more surgery. What I forgot what they called it. The type of cancer that it is a skin cancer, obviously. And it's the I'm not sure how you say it. Is it basal cell carcinoma? It's not life-threatening at all. Thank God. It is just the most common. I think it's the most common skin cancer. But they do have to go in and take some more out, and that's going to be done as soon as possible. And they'll keep going until it's all out, and they test it on the day while I'm there, so it's going to be a whole day I'm going to be in hospital. But I just thought you all should know. Well, you asked to let you know, and I feel much more relieved because I think it's the not knowing more than anything. And I thought it was all over and done with, but obviously it's not. But they've told me they're 99% positive that they will be able to get it all, and I won't need any other kind of treatment. However, they've also said that it can come back in the same spot, but it can also, if I find other moles, they need checking as well, which is good. And I'm going to advise you all, if you're over the age of 30, and this is what the specialists have given me today, if you're over the age of 30, and the more people that are blonde are prone to this more than anybody else. So this is, but everybody check everything, you always should. But if you're over 30, blue-eyed, blonde-haired, and you've had, been out in the sun. Now, I haven't been out in the sun really, like sunbathing, for the last 25 years. I don't like the sun. But when I was younger, I did. And of course everybody wants to go around looking nice and tanned and wearing all white clothes as you do, and I did it a lot. So that's probably where mine's come from. But I'd advise you now, check yourself all over, look for things, little moles that have just appeared, watch them, see if they change colour, if they get any bigger. And then go and get yourself looked at, and it's really good advice. I'm telling you now, if they'd have left it, she did say then that it would have got worse, but it would have taken a long time, but it would have got worse, and it could, have been more harmful to me that way. But thankfully they did get it, and well, when I say get it, they've took most of it, or what they think is the majority of it. They've just got to finish it off, and so I'm thrilled at that. My daughter goes tomorrow to have hers looked at, because she's 30 now, and she has got 2 moles, one on her shoulder, same as me, and one on the front of her chest, just below the neckline, that also needs seeing to. So, and she is exposed to the sun a lot, which I have told her over the last 10 years not to be, but there you go. You don't think of it before then, but she does go on the sunbeds as well. So hopefully she's going to see the same doctor, the specialist who I've seen, and I just wait for the appointment now. They do have a waiting list, of course. It's not going to be any danger to me by waiting a while, but as soon as there's a free appointment, I will be in. I've had a lot of support, because I went into work this morning. I was in pieces. It's the not knowing, isn't it? And I just came home at 10 o'clock because the appointment was for 25 past, I think. So it's not far from here. And I didn't wait long, straight in, sorted. And a couple of hours later, I was out. So I just thought I'd let you know. So everybody stop worrying. I'm not worrying anymore. They've explained it fully, what's happened, what they've done, what the results were, and everything else, and what's going to come up next for the next lot. And they, like I said, they've said, while I'm there on the day with the new technology that they've got and the specialists that they've got there at that hospital, they will be taking it away They'll take away the first lot. If there's on the edge of that, you know, like what's attached to the skin that they're taking it away from, if there's no sign of any more cells and they've got it all, then I'll be fine. If there is sign of cells, then they will go back in the same day. It'll be, you know, within the 2 hours, they'll go back in and do it again and take more away. They have told me I will need, because of the size of it, now what will happen, I will need a little bit of skin grafting done, so that's fine. I'm not bothered with that. I trust them totally, and I'm sure I'll be fine. So there you go. That's the news. Now, this is the better news. No, you know what I mean. But please go and get yourself checked out. Now, do you remember what Chelsea gave me yesterday? She gave me that pole. I'm not sure if you put one of the heads on. Well, what I've done is I've stuck the wizard's hat on, one of the wizard's hat, because I can have more than one in my project. And I've put the hook in, ready for the cloak. And I've cut the material for the cloak. I just have to make it into a cloak. So, oops, sorry about that. So I hope you can see this. Let me just high the camera up a little bit more. Yeah, oh, that'll do. So that's that. And it's just the right size. You have seen the spyglass that I did, the one that's freestanding. I've got to do a telescope at the moment, that's the next one. I've also made a cat bed. I made a little cat bed, look, and I'm going to put a little cat in there, a little black cat, and we've called it Tops. Okay? I did do the clock. Do you remember Chelsea gave me the clock? So I've done a clock, put hands on, put a cog in, just put decoration on the top. I'm just going to put some jewels on there, and that's finished. I've made the cauldron. Now, some of you remember I decorated one of these up in a shabby chic style, and then I remembered I still had one left. So I've put the 3 feet on it. I did have some small wooden spoons. This was the smallest, which is perfect for this. And I've stuck the lid on, and there you go. I've done the cauldron. I have put a handle on it that moves as well. So that's that. I mean, don't forget, I have to use what I've got. I've done that. That's going to go on the wall. A calendar. I've got another one of the scrolls. Do you remember what Chelsea sent? It was the rolling pin. So I've got that one. I'm going to print something on here, some words on here. I mean, the bottles and scrolls need to have things done to them. I've done one of the little pots. I've not painted it inside because I'm going to actually glue that on. I've done a little plant pot. May use it, may not. I don't know. I've got a fireplace to do. I've done one of the bells. The dishes. Excuse me. Not that. And I've dropped the other one on the floor. The big pot. I've dropped it. And I think it's gone behind the stool. I'll get it out later. Now, this is the next thing that I'm doing. It's not finished. But I've made... And because, like I said, I have to use what I've got. So I've got 8 pieces of wire. I've twisted them round. I've bent them slightly. I've sat them on a disc from Crafty Embleys. Sat them on 2 more discs. And then I've pulled out the wires. Cut them. Shaped them. And then added the Crafty Embleys little tiny discs. On each one of those is going to be a candle. This will all be painted black. And then with some silver rub and buff, or gold rub and buff. And that's my candle, stand-up candle. I think it looks alright. I might build the top up, the bottom bit up, because I've got some more of these. Yeah, I'm going to, because it needs to be slightly bigger than what it is. So that is that. Now, I had a box in my window in this room. And I thought I've got to do a chest. And so... that was ideal. Now, this was a book box, if you know what I mean. Because the lid was a book. The base is a book. And then on the front, it had these. There was 5, what looked like 5 books along the front like that. So what I did is I took the 3 sections out because I needed a lock. I sat in a piece of chipboard, put the hole through it, and added the lock and the key. Painted it all black, put the rubbing buff on in gold. Now the lid, I'm going to show you the lid. I crackled the lid using the new paste that I got from Patsy. Put some of the Tim Holtz grunge board along there, along the top. Used these that I have, you know, I've all seen me use them before. These studs. And then added 2 of the cream plastic flowers that I've got, and then just put rub and buff on them. I've added the candles that Chelsea made me, a scroll that I made myself. This is a bead cap that I'm using. It did hold the lid, and then I decided to sit things on the lid. I've put a chain in. I've also put a perfume bottle in. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'll just show you that way. Put the perfume bottle on. I've added in another potion bottle, the other bell, one of the books that Chelsea gave me. I've covered it with leather. This is the other book that Chelsea gave me and covered it with leather. Just scored my knife down there to make it look like pages and put the gold rub and buff in. I have added one of the wands, and then these are the books, and they're all stuck in. Some books in here. And I'm just going to put, I've left room for some scrolls sticking out. And that is my, I'm just going to higher the camera a little bit more. And that is, oh, no harm there, it's stuck. Whoops, stop. Okay, and that is my chest, wizard's chest. I probably will be able to slip something in the back here, like a map of something, I don't know. But I do like it. I think it's great. It's turned out fab. Yeah, put the feet on. And like I say, I am going to put some scrolls in here, and I'll put a couple in the back here. And then that goes along with everything else. So I hope you like them. You know, just show you like that again. I will put some pictures up as well. The cauldron. And all the little bits. So, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Watch out for the kits. Bye-bye for now.